Hello. Do you require all the analysis you need to achieve the very highest marks when exploring Eden Rock by Charles Causley, but haven't got hours to waste doing it? Well, look no further. The aim of this video is to provide you with all the information you require to achieve the very highest marks when using this poem in your writing. So without further ado, let's begin. So, the poet writes a piece from the perspective of a 2-year-old child having a picnic with his parents. The picnic and the parents are idealised, making the event, or possibly memory, seem heavenly. Think about the title there. The poem concludes with an ambiguous line suggesting death, leaving the reader to consider whether both parents are now deceased. Contextually, the poet's father died during the First World War, and Causley was known to be a highly religious man, with many symbols from the Bible visible in his work, including this one. For to analyse form, well, the title highlights that the speaker sees the moment written in the poem as heavenly or perfect. However, the story of the Garden of Eden ends with Adam and Eve being casted out of the garden, symbolic of the end of the parents' lives, perhaps. The child speaker helps to create the idyllic impression of the parental figures, and a dramatic monologue style helps to create the conversational nature of the poem, as well as highlighting that the speaker is now alone. If we're to explore structure, well, the use of enjambment throughout the work helps to create the conversational tone of the poem due to the speeding up of the meter. The final single line stanza helps to highlight the isolation of the speaker. The use of half rhyme indicates that the moment of perfection is not as it seems. The opening rhyme hints towards the notion of death. Nearly all the lines are written in iambic pentameter to suggest a sense of perfection and harmony. If we were to look at the language now, crossing is not as hard is a reference to death and the ease in which it can occur. White cloth, the use of the adjective white, helps to indicate the purity of the moment and to reinforce the idyllic nature of the scene. I am not thought. The use of the past tense indicates not only this was a memory, but his perception of life have changed over time. And finally, the motif of nature throughout the poem not only helps to reinforce the Eden reference, but supports the beauty of this moment in the mind of the speaker. So it's a great selection of analysis that you should be using in your work. Now it's up to you to practice doing just that. So good luck.